So last thing we learned was tree and the directory structure. Okay. So anybody have? I need to ask you guys. Anybody have any question about this directory structure? How it was working? So if you do pwd, this is my home directory. Any system you're going to log in with the user ID. This is your home directory here. Okay, so you will have the home directory with your name or user ID. Sometimes if the user ID is different, then it will pick up that ID, okay? Okay.
Zafar, I have one question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So, how come that I cannot go from one directory to the other directory directly versus I have to go back home and come back to the other directory?
Which directory you want to go?
So, let's say I created two directories, Linux and Microsoft, right? So, can I go from Linux to Microsoft directly, or no? I have to go back to Muhammad and come back to Microsoft to change directory. I'm saying to change directory. See.
So which directory you are in now?
So right now, let's say I am in Linux, and so I am in Linux right now. And then I already created another directory, which is, let's say, Apple and Microsoft, for example. So I have three of those directories, right?
Yeah.
So can I jump in from one directory to the other directory?
Definitely. You definitely. Those are different, a little bit advanced here, which I'm going to cover today. Okay?
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So what we're going to do now is, let me go ahead and prepare my directory here. So if I do ls here, I don't have anything. So what I'm going to do is let me go ahead and create the directory. I'm going to create, everybody knows the command, right? To create a directory, it's mkdir, Linux, mkdir, Microsoft. So how do you know if the directory is there? When you create a directory, you don't get any error message. That means it's kind of confirmation that the directory has been created. Okay. Now, if I want to see which directory I am in, I do pwd. This is where I'm at. And if I do ls, so if it's showing two directories in here, that means these two directories are inside the directory Zafar. So if you start from the top, then you're starting from /home/Zafar. Then under that, it's Linux, then Microsoft. Okay, so if you look at the picture here, so if you want to see a little bit visual in this dark window, you type tree. Okay. So here I have a little period here, right? What does a period means? What does a period means? Period means
hidden directory.
It is hidden, of course. But a single dot means present working directory. And it has two dots. There are two dots also. Okay, this is hidden, and there are another two dots which are hidden. That means a previous working directory. Okay, so let's give me 1 second here. Let me join from. Give me 1 second here, guys. So let's see here.
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Single dots means also hidden directory.
Single dots is hidden also. Single dot is hidden, as well as two dots are hidden also. And
And
anything that is starting with a period, it's hidden. Did you get it?
so period means single dot maybe.
Yeah, one single is present working directory. Okay, so single dot means you are standing right now. If you are in a room, you have a house, right? And you are in one of the room here. So a single dot represents that wherever you are standing, that's where you are. Okay? And then two dot means the room above you. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me clear this. And I know I have Linux here, right? If I do ls-l, it gives you a lot more information here. So Linux and Microsoft. So if I do pwd, so which directory would be the parent directory for Linux and Microsoft?
Home slash Zafar.
Yeah, this is the full path here, but right now the parent directory for Microsoft and Linux is Zafar. So how is this coming down here? Let me give you a demonstration here. So okay, so what is happening here is on the top, okay, on the top it starts with a slash. Okay, I never said what this slash was, but now I am saying it. This slash is called root. Okay, underneath that you have a directory called home. So the address for this home directory becomes /home. Okay, so what is the full address for this? It counts with the all the way from the top here, this one as well as this one here. So the address for the directory, this directory home, is that's where the address starts, right? This is like a zip code. And then this would be your home address, right? 1, 2, 3. And then the street name and all those things comes up here. So if you have the zip code, that is very important. The moment the mailing, the post office knows where the zip code is, boom, it sends you across the country or wherever that zip code is, because this is the only thing you would have here, right? So the zip code is starting from all the way from the top. Underneath, this is comes with the system here. Home directory. There is nothing we could do about it. There are other directories in here. We're not going to talk right now, but we will talk about it. So what is happening now is we are coming from all the way from slash, which is also known as root. Okay? Then home, that is the system built. This is built by system. Okay? And then underneath that, if we created a directory, the system created a directory with my name here. So there is another directory underneath, it's called Zafar. So the address for Zafar would be everything. It starts from here, here, and here. So can somebody help me with what would be the address for Zafar? Simple. You add everything together. /home/Zafar. Now what I did was, in here, in Zafar, I just created 2 more directories here. One is Linux. Another one is Microsoft. Okay. Somebody help me with the full address for Microsoft.
/home/Zafar/Microsoft.
Very good. Very, very good. home/Zafar/Microsoft. Okay, and can you help me with the Linux also?
/home/Zafar/Linux.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so if something is starting from here, this is called absolute path. This is absolute path. Absolute path. Okay. All right, so let's so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the screen how this is working. So if I do, how do I go into the Linux directory? So to see if you are in Linux directory or not, you type pwd, right? Right now you're not in Linux directory. So if you do ls, it will list you all the directories. And if I want to go into Linux directory, what do? I simply do cd. I do cd Linux. cd Linux. And if I do pwd here, what is it I'm going to see? What is it I'm going to see?
/home/Zafar/Linux.
Yeah, very good. This part. This is called absolute path, pwd. So just by looking at this here, if you don't even know what is happening above here, okay, you just open the system and looking back at it here, you could see Linux is the child directory of Zafar, and then the parent directory of Zafar is home. So what is the parent directory of Linux? Is Zafar, and parent directory of home of Zafar is home. And then what is the parent directory of home? Is root, all the way starting from the slash. This slash is root, okay? Remember that. Now, if I do ls here, I don't see anything else, right? How do now I want to go into Microsoft. How I am going to do that? Okay, there is a way, but I'm not going to show you. For you to really go to Microsoft, what you have to do is, you have to go back to Zafar, and then from there you have to get back to go into Microsoft here. So if I type tree here, I'm not going to see anything because there is nothing else in there. Even if I do ls, there is nothing in there either. So I'm going to go back here to command to go up a directory. What is the command to go up the directory? Is Zafar, right? cd ... And if I do pwd, I'm in Zafar. I think I created some more files in here, right? Okay, so let's go into the directory name Microsoft here, okay? Can somebody help me with going into the directory name Microsoft? I'm going to do cd Microsoft. And also here's the thing here. In Linux, if you type mic, and if you do the tab key on the keyboard, it will auto-complete it for you, okay? Everybody is familiar with the tab key on the keyboard, right? This is the tab key towards your left side. If I push this key, it will automatically autofill it for you, provided there is no other directory with such name, okay? But it will give you the option also. So when it happens here, cd/Microsoft, and then it automatically gives you a slash, that means it is the directory that you really wanted, and the system auto-filled it for you. Why it auto-filled it for you? Because you push the tab key on the keyboard and hit enter here. So if I do pwd, then you are going to see the directory Microsoft here. So I'm going to start here today. I'm going to put in today's date here. Okay, so everybody get to know how I set this up, right? So before that, let me go into so as I mentioned here, this here is going to grow a lot as the class is going to progress. This thing is going to continue growing here. And you click here, and then this is the date, and this is the YouTube video, and then everything underneath is for that day, okay? And if something is going to start new, I'm going to put it here. Like I just did here. Once I publish it, you will have this with the date and a YouTube video associated with that lecture. Okay, so please, everything you need is here. For now, don't go on internet and search anything for you, because the way I set this up is gonna help you understand it. Once you're done with the class, you could do online search, or if you have any questions. And please, once you are on your own, you could do try to search on Google, okay? Even I was working for Apple one time. I used to use, everybody at Apple used to use Google. If they get stuck somewhere, if they need a question or they've forgotten a command, they just put in a Google and it will comes right up. But the documentation, by the end of the class, the documentation I'm showing you is pretty nice too. So I'll show you the documentation for the last class I have, and you see how it's going to be the same exact structure here. You see how many topics it grew into. All these things here. This is where I'm getting all the information for this class also. At end of the class, you will have this main document, and then you will have this in a PDF format too. You could like download and save it for yourself. Okay, so it is about 200 pages. By the end of this is 200 pages. So you will have all this to your disposal. Okay, all right. So enough of that. So far everybody is with me, right? Good. Okay. So in Microsoft, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like two files here. Okay. What is the command to create a file? Can somebody help me with that? Touch file 1, and I'm going to do touch file 2. And if you do file 3, it's going to create 3 files for you. I mean, multiple files for you simultaneously. So if I do ls, I have 2 files in here. If I do ls-l, then I could see a lot more information about same exact files, okay? But if I do tree, now I'm going to see period means present working directory. In this present working directory, you have file 1, file 2, and file 3. Okay, everybody with me so far? Are you getting me? Okay. Okay, so I think everybody's getting it. So let's see here. So what I'm going to do now is so we have, okay, so should I copy all these things here so far or no? Let me see. CD, Windows. what I'll do is
I wanted to ask, the file 1, file 2, file 3 are the names of the files, right?
yes.
So if I do touch space Selena, it's gonna, the file name will be Selena, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you do the same file with the same name again, it's going to override it. So you got to be careful with that.
Okay.
So right now I have file 1 here. Right? Look at the date stamp here. Timestamp is 1142 here, right? So let me go ahead and do. By the way, when you highlight this here in putty, it will copy it for you. And right click, it will paste it for you. It didn't give me the message here because it's a blank file. But here, what you see here is it overwrote what you already had there at 1142. This file is overwritten here at this moment. So you got to be careful a little bit there when you're creating this, but don't worry about it at this moment. Okay, so So I'm gonna do a screen capture here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so this part should be good enough for now. And what I'm gonna do is, then what we did was we did do touch file 1 and file 3, right? So we have 3 files in here. I'm gonna remove this part. So now let's go back. I'm gonna say pwd here and ls. So the Microsoft folder has, or the directory. Guys, when I'm saying folder, I mean directory. When I'm saying directory, I mean folder. So they both are the same exact thing. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get back to my home directory here, okay? So how do I do to get back to my home directory? Type cd dot dot. cd dot dot in this case is home directory for Microsoft is, the parent directory for Microsoft is Zafar. So I hit enter, pwd, I'm back to Zafar here. If I type tree here, then you see the structure here. In this structure, you see it says period here, that means present working directory, and I have Linux here and I have Microsoft here. And I could also see visually here in Microsoft I have 3 files in here. Why don't I have anything in Linux? Because there is nothing in Linux. That's why there is no files in the directory Linux here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the directory Linux. And then now, let's have some fun here. In there, I'm going to create more folders here. Instead of creating file, what I'll do is I'll create another directory in here, mkdir, and I'm going to give the name Red Hat. The type of Linux we are learning here is Red Hat, okay? I gave the name Red Hat. So if I type tree here, what do you expect? Anybody? If I type tree here, what should I expect here? Or ls? Yeah, very good. Tree, I have Red Hat. Even if I type ls, I have Red Hat. And if I type ls-l, I have Red Hat also. Okay, so I'm gonna pause a minute here, and everybody, let's go follow along with me. Everybody go back to their directory, do pwd, you should have your name in there. /home/ whatever you logged in as, and then do ls over there. Okay, if you have anything in there, let's get rid of everything. rm-rf and put an asterisk there, so it will get rid of anything which is not hidden. Go ahead and do that. Follow along with me, please. Okay, once you've done that, create the directory mkdir Linux, hit enter, then do mkdir Microsoft and do ls there. Okay, if you do ls, you should have these 2 directories in there, okay? Okay, so let's go into the directory called Microsoft, cd Microsoft, and then just type halfway through mic and push the tab key so that it will autofill it for you. Okay, so once you're in Microsoft, do touch file 1, file 2, file 3. And hit enter. And once you have done that, what you will do is type tree in there. So you should see 3 files in there. I hope everybody is doing following this along with me. Okay, if you have any questions or if you are getting stuck, let me know. Okay, let's get back to our home directory, cd ... It took us a step back. So we were in Microsoft here. So we should be back to /home, whatever your ID is. Okay, so get in a habit of doing pwd a lot. The more you do it, the better it gets. And now do ls again. You should have Linux in there. Go to cd Linux. Again, you could partially type it and push the tab key. It will autofill it for you. And hit enter. And if you do, so here you have pwd, right, Linux? In here, type mkdir Red Hat and hit enter. Okay, so once you have hit enter, do ls. You should have a directory called Red Hat. You could clear the screen here if you're on the bottom of the screen. Do ls and you are in Red Hat. Okay, let's go into Red Hat. cd Red Hat. Again, type it partially and push a tab key. It will autofill it for you. Now you do pwd. Okay, so what is happening here is pwd is, let me clear the screen. Okay, I'm going to show this one more time here. Okay. So you did pwd, right? Oh, by the way, what is pwd? What does, in generic terms, what does pwd means?
Present working directory.
Yeah, very good. But what does it mean? I told you in generic terms, what is it? What are you providing to the system? in generic term, this means input, right? Everybody agree with me? This is input.
Yes.
Okay, good. And whatever you're getting here, the result is output.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So what we have here is /home /Zafar and /Linux. Okay, then /Red Hat, right? Okay. So the parent directory for Red Hat is Linux. And then the parent directory for Linux is Red Hat, Zafar. And for that, Zafar is home. And for home is this directory here, root. Okay. A blank slash means in itself a directory. Okay. Remember that. This is the start of the operating system. Start of operating system. So slash is the topmost directory. Okay, so let me capture this part here. And okay, so far good, right? This is the topmost directory here. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to go from Red Hat to Linux to Zafar. What am I going to do now? Anybody has a wild guess?
Doing cd dot 3 times?
You are very good. Very good. Not 3 times. 1 time. 2 times. Then this will throw us into Zafar. Okay? So let's do that. Okay, so let me go back and capture this here. So I was in Microsoft, I did this, and I went back this part here. Did I create 2 directories already, right? What I'll do is, hold on guys, don't worry about this. This is only for documentation purpose. So I went into CD Linux, and there I did pwd, then I did pwd, right? Okay, this is where I'm at, and then here I did mk dir red hat. Okay, let me capture this part. So I'm just, the putty is so good, you just highlight it and paste it. That's all you do. It's when you're highlighting it at the same time, it's what is it doing is it's copying it for you. Okay, and if you do pwd, this is where we at. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is I want to go from Red Hat to Linux to Zafar. I want to go back to Zafar here, okay? So what I'm going to do is cd ... And after that, what do I do? I have to type actually one more slash. cd ... It throws us into Linux, and if you go further more, jump from Linux to Zafar, you type another 2 dots. But you have to have a slash in there, okay? Because it's going backwards. It looks weird here, but it's going here. These 2 dots will bring you here, and another slash will bring you up here. Okay, so if I hit enter, there you go, pwd. Any questions? So you were here, right? These 2 dots will bring you here, and a slash will bring you here. And you must add slash in there, okay? Okay, so I hope it's starting to make sense now how this is working. These are just the basics here. Once you learn this, you will be able to do a lot more complex stuff. Okay, so let's see here what else we could do. Okay. Now, all of a sudden you said, oh, I did a mistake. I don't want to go there. I want to stay where I was in Red Hat. And you don't want to go into a trouble of going through like this here, right? I don't want to go in there and do that here. So how do I do? If you do CD and a hyphen, what this will do is this will throw you back into the previous working directory. See? Our previous working directory was Red Hat, then it became the present working directory was Zafar, right? And then you realized, oh, I don't want to go into trouble of typing CD Linux, then CD Red Hat, and I don't remember that. If you don't remember it, I mean, this is just the scenario here. Sometimes you may be in like a complex directory, like 10 directories down the road. You're not going to do that if you just remember it. And what will happen is it will take you to the previous working directory. CD space hyphen. Okay. This command will take you back to previous working directory. Any questions? In Red Hat, let's create another directory here. mkdir Black Hat. By the way, Black Hat is a term used for hackers, okay? If somebody is a Black Hat, that means he's a hacker. That is the generic term. In reality, that a term is used for hackers. It's called Black Hat because they're doing something wrong. Okay, so now if you do CD Black Hat and if you do pwd, you are here, pwd. So can somebody help me? I want to go to Zafar. What is this? What is the command I need to do to go back to Zafar?
CD dot dot forward slash dot dot forward slash dot dot.
Very good. Why 3 times? Because 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. You have to include the one you want to jump back to. So this one will bring you to Red Hat. This 2 dots will bring up to you to Linux, and these 2 dots will bring up you to back to Zafar. Okay, so with the strike of a command, boom, I'm to my pwd, I'm to Zafar. Oh, I forgot. I don't want to come out of Black Hat. What do I do? CD what? Hyphen. I want to jump back to my previous working directory. CD hyphen. It took me back to Black Hat here. Let's go back to CD dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. If I do pwd, I'm here, right? So if I do tree here, now you could see the tree structure. In tree, in Zafar, we have Linux here. In Zafar, we have Microsoft. And within Linux, we have Red Hat. And within Red Hat, we have Black Hat. And if they are not showing any files in here, that means this directory is blank, this directory is blank. So is this directory blank. Which directory is not blank? Microsoft is not blank. I'm gonna pause here. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come back here again. Okay, let me pause the video. Somebody remind me to start the recording again. I'll make sure I start it again, but let me pause it. Okay, I'm back, and the recording is on also. So, okay. So one other thing I want to show you is if I do, what is the right way to go in here? From here to here to here. PWD. Somebody help me with that for me. I want to go into Linux, Red Hat, Black Hat. What do I do?
CD space hyphen.
No. CD space hyphen is if you want to go back to the previous working directory. But what is the correct way? I mean, what is the traditional way to go back? Is you type cd/Linux, right? So, can somebody help me here? CD, and what do I type? I'm here, and I want to go into here. I want to go into Linux. From there, I want to go to Red Hat. From there, I want to go into Black Hat. Let me clear the screen for you.
So you have to type cd /Linux and /Red Hat /Black Hat.
Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so I'm going to do pwd, and hold on, I want to do tree. Okay, and I'm in pwd. So what do I do? CD what?
cd /Linux /Red Hat /Black Hat.
It says no such file and directory. So the reason it's giving you is you're saying to go on a directory which starts from / here. That means the system will take it as you starting from the whole root. Okay, in this case you don't have to give /. What you have to do is you're in present working directory, right? You do pwd, and you're in Zafar here. So when you do tree, this is where you at, and in Zafar you are Linux here. So what you have to do is you do cd Linux. You don't have to type / in there. If you're typing / the system, what will system do is it will think you're starting from all the way from here. Obviously it gave you the error message because Linux doesn't exist in the / directory. So, but it does exist in the present working Linux, and you type Red Hat, and then you type Black Hat, and you hit enter. Okay, so what is this? What is this called? Let me clear this actually. So I'm in pwd, I type cd Linux, and I tap couple times here. Okay, so then I'm in here. So what happened here is this path is called relative path. Okay. Okay, so what happened here is you are here, right? This is pwd. And you want to go from, there is a directory in Linux, there is a directory which is Linux, and inside Linux there is a directory called Black Hat. So you want to go there. So what you have to do is, you have to type, you don't have to type slash. If you type slash, that means you're starting from here, which is you are not. Okay, you are starting from wherever you are, and this path is called relative path. We learned absolute path here, right? So what is, now you could also see the absolute path. Which one is the absolute path for Black Hat? This is the absolute path because it's starting from all the way from start of the root directory. Okay. Can you use the absolute path to go into any directory? Of course. Where you could definitely use absolute path to go into any directory here, okay? So let's see here. So what happened here is I showed you here earlier. These are absolute path, right? Starting from home slash for Linux slash home slash Zafar slash Linux is a absolute path. Absolute path for Microsoft here. So right now, what is the absolute path for Black Hat? This is the absolute path for Black Hat. And the relative path is, this path is the relative path for Black Hat directory. So let me so let me go back here. Let me clear this. I'm going to type tree and I type cd slash Linux Red Hat Black Hat. Okay, I do pwd. So so the relative path is Okay, so I want to go from here. I want to go here. From there, I want to go there. Okay, so I want to do that. So how do I do that? I type cd and then I go from here, here, here. And this is the example of a relative path. Give me 1 second here. Let me capture this. Okay. So this is the absolute path here, right? So I go back to here. I want to use the absolute path to go into black hat. What do? No matter wherever you are, you could definitely use the absolute path. What is the absolute path in this scenario here? Anybody could tell me?
cd slash home slash Zafar
Yeah, very good. You got it, man. cd slash
packet
home Zafar.
Zafar slash Linux. That's
Yeah, let me clear this here. Let me clear this. P. Okay, then I'm gonna go to cd minus. So the path I'm gonna use is cd slash home slash Zafar slash Linux Red Hat Black Hat. Okay, and I'm gonna hit enter. I needed pwd. Same result happened. So absolute path relative path is you use this path from the present working directory. Okay, and the absolute path, you use this path from the slash. Did anybody remember what slash means? It's a root directory. The official term for topmost directory is root. Okay, here I showed you topmost directory is just a slash and it doesn't represent anything else. Topmost directory is slash and it's root. Okay, underneath we have home, underneath we have Zafar, and this is how it's like a tree, how the tree grows into branches and all that. This is how it's growing. So what happened here is we're going to use the absolute path. So this is the absolute path here. Okay, when we use the absolute path, it gave us the same result. Okay, it gave us the same result for black hat. This is a little bit difficult in starting, it may seem, but when you go back after end of this class, when you go back there and say, oh, this was such an easy time back then, okay, it's gonna be really easy. Now there is another command called just cd. If I just put cd and hit enter, no matter where you are, it will throw you back into your home directory. Okay, I was saving this for later. For now, cd, just simply typing cd will bring you back to your home directory. Everybody go ahead and try to go into some directory and just put cd in there. What it'll do is it will throw you into your home directory no matter where you at. Okay, let's try this here. I'm gonna go, oh, before that I want to go into the Microsoft directory using tree. Okay, so we're gonna use the similar path, but we're gonna change here to Microsoft here. Somebody help me, how do I do that? How do I go into the Microsoft directory using absolute path? So let's get started with the first easy part. Easy part is right in front of you.
cd/home/Zafar/Microsoft.
Yeah, now Microsoft, and hit enter. See, I am into Microsoft directory. Okay, I'm gonna give a pause here. Go ahead and try it on your own, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna give you a 2-minute pause.
Mine one is not working. It shows bash cd.
All right, let's connect to your computer. Launch TeamViewer. If you install earlier, you should have a TeamViewer on the system. Right? Search it like this and bring up TeamViewer.
Mine is closed.
And then give me your ID and the password, okay? I'm sorry, what happened?
ID is 913
913
963.
319 963. Is that right?
Yeah.
It says out of version update remote. Okay, for you, go in there and where the help is, click on the arrow that says down arrow and then update it, okay?
Okay.
And then it will allow it then. It should take few, just like a minute or two, even less. So everybody, don't get intimidated by what I'm showing you. I'm going to put it in the chat later on, the things you should practice on Sunday. Okay, so don't worry about too much. But if you're really into it, you have so many things at your disposal. You're going to get the notes. You're going to get the recording of the video. You put a question in the chat. And then I'm there to help you too. So if it looks daunting, anything like that, it's nothing. This is nothing. It's just, you just need to grab what I'm showing you. Once you get it, then it's easy.
Yeah, install it.
Okay. The password?
MD 13H7.
13H7. Okay, I'm in your system now. Okay. Can you bring the window in the middle a little bit? Or I could see it. No problem. Just close this little TeamViewer. Don't exit, just like minimize it on the bottom right. It's okay, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so do PWD here first. No, what? No. See, you are going into Zafar. Why are you going into Zafar? Go into yours. CD space. Then you could definitely go ahead and copy this part. /home/ishtiyaq. If you highlight it, it will copy it for you. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. No. Why? No, not the Zafar part. Delete everything. Yeah, stop right there. Yeah, delete that. Yeah, that too. Yeah, delete. Okay, so copy that. /home/istia. Highlight. No. Oh, yeah. You'll do home / then start typing, then do the tab key. Start typing partially, ISTIE. There you go. Now push the tab key again. It's not going to do anything, right? Just type M there, MIC, then push a tab. There you go. Then hit enter.
Yes, thank you. I got it. I put your name. That's why. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you don't have permissions to get in there. We'll get in there later on, but for now you're good.
All right, thank you.
Okay, just type CD. What did I just tell you? CD and hit enter. What will happen? CD command, what it does is it will jump you back to the home directory. Compared to CD hyphen, it will take you to the previous working directory. Do tree here. I want to see if you how your structure looks like. It looks like you're following along pretty good. Okay. Anybody
Yes.
else have a question? So this is an interactive class, guys. I'm not just gonna throw at you all these commands and expect you to do it. But if you are stuck, everybody's gonna stop for you, and then we'll continue on when you are caught up. Okay, great. So everybody is with me. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear the screen and give me 1 second here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my home directory. I'm gonna do pwd. I'm gonna do tree. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy file 1 into Linux. Wherever I'm standing from, I'm going to copy file 1 from Microsoft, and then I'm going to copy it to Black Hat. Okay, so the command is cp. And what is the source? I told you I want to copy it from file, right? What is the source? That means you're copying from one place to another place. So one is a source, another is a destination, right? So I'm copying, cp is the copy command, and I want to copy file 1 here. So there is a source. What is the path for that source? What do I tell the system to copy it from where? Where is file 1 located?
Microsoft.
Yeah, very good. So I'm going to use, if I use the regular path, what do I type here? Microsoft is in which directory?
CD Microsoft.
Yeah. Instead of CD, I'm going to use CP. CP Microsoft. If I do tab, it will autofill it for you. And if I do file 1 and a tab, okay, then I want to copy it into Black Hat. So what do? It's right in front of you. Give me the path. Give me the path to Black Hat. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. I'm here, right? So from here, I want to go here, here, and here. I want to go to Black Hat. So what is the path from here?
Linux.
Uh-huh.
Red Hat. Black Hat.
Very good. So I'm copying CP Microsoft file here, and then from here, I'm standing right here. From here, I'm copying this, and then I'm sending it here. Okay. So I'm gonna minimize. So I'm copying this. And then I'm going to copy it to this directory. So I'm copying it to Black Hat, right? So what I'm going to happen is, let me get rid of this part here. So I'm copying file 1. And then I'm going to copy it to Black Hat. So this is called source. And Black Hat is a destination. This is generic term, destination. Okay, so the CP is the command. This is the source. And this is the destination. Okay, so okay, good. So I'm going to copy this part here. And I'm going to hit enter. And when I type tree here, the file 1, there should be a file 1 here and file 1 under Black Hat 2. There you go. Copy means is a copying. It's not like cut and paste. It's copying. The copy will be in 2 different places. The original place and the new place. It's even telling you 4 directories and 4 files. 4 directories means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 files. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's simple, guys. It's not too complicated, and it looks a little bit intimidating right now, but this is the most ridiculous things in Linux. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm just taking some time to explain you so that it gets home really good. After that, then you'll be using all this day in and day out. That's why I'm taking time to show you. Okay, I'm not just throwing it at you. So what is this here? What is this? Command. This is source. And what is this last part? Destination. Now let's have some more fun. Let's copy 3 files all together and put it in Red Hat. Okay, somebody help me with that. It's the same command. CP. Okay, anybody is helping me?
Microsoft.
Now I need to copy the 3 files, sir. What do I do?
/file1/file2/file3.
File 1, file 2, file 3. Or if you eyeball this here, if you look over this, everything is starting from with this part here, right?
Right.
What I could do is I could put the star in there. Okay, not 1, star. So what will happen is, what will system do is, match this part, and everything else anything that is matching this part, it will copy it into your destination here. So I think I explained you what star means. We did with rm-rf, right? So I should have explained you separately. Let me see if I explained you separately. If not, I'll explain you now. Okay, here I showed you in the command here, right? But I'll explain you separately. Asterisk. Okay, the document is getting big, but it's not very big. Don't get intimidated by that, okay? Asterisk. A star means asterisk. Or this is called wildcard. Asterisk. Asterisk, wild star, or whatever. All these means the asterisk. Okay, where is the asterisk symbol on the keyboard? It's on 2 places. If you have like a side keyboard here, the number keyboard, you will see it on the side. Let me see if this one has a number pad. If I extend this, no. So in general terms, you have to hold the shift key and then number 8. That's where the asterisk is on. Okay. So asterisk will match all the text, preceding it. So here, what I'll do is we'll do file, and then it will do, in fact, you could even do like this. since there is nothing else, you could do F and an asterisk. So in this case, if you have like file, if you have anything that starts with FOIL, it will match that too, because it's matching only this part. It's matching only anything that is starting with F. But if you have something like this, FILE, so it's going to match first 4 characters. And it's going to go for 1, 2, and 3. In fact, let me go in here, CD Microsoft, and if I do ls, there is a file in there, right? So if I type touch fax1, fax1, okay, since this is file 1 and this is fax 1, it's a different file, right? Touch x fax 1 2, touch x fax 2. Okay, so now I have in fact, let me just go ahead and copy this over, because since I have so if I copy, I'm still bent at copying this into Red Hat, right? So if I do CP Microsoft and file and asterisk, can somebody tell me which files is going to copy?
File 1, 2, and 3.
X2, except X.
Okay, the first answer is good. What was the second answer? Okay. Well, okay, what was the first answer?
Anything is fine.
Yeah.
File 1, file 2, file 3.
Very good. It's not, this will not copy fax 1. Okay. But if I do this, what is it going to copy now?
Faxel, file 1, file 2, file 3.
Very good. What about now?
It's gonna copy everything.
Very good. Okay. So let's try all 3. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll copy file 1. I'm going to copy file. Anything starts with file, I'm going to copy to Red Hat. Okay. And what is the path for Red Hat? Somebody help me.
Linux
Okay.
/ Red Hat.
Mm-hmm. Very good. The moment I hit enter, boom, 3 files going to get copied into Red Hat. And how do I see this? Tree. There you go. Under Red Hat. Okay, see, it's showing you the line here. Okay, don't get confused here. Under Red Hat, there is a black hat. And side by side to the black hat, there is a file called file 1 and file 2 and file 3. It got copied from here. Why? Because of this, the moment we hit enter, it matched anything that's starting with file, first 4 characters, and anything after that. So anything after that is file 1, file 2, file 3. So it copied file 1, file 2, file 3 from here. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy everything in Microsoft. I'm going to copy it to Linux, okay? PWD. And this time I'm going to trick you guys, okay? CP, Microsoft, and an asterisk, right? Everybody agree with me? When I put asterisk, four files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files actually, sorry. Now, what do I need to copy into Linux. What do I do?
But
Slash
Linux.
Linux.
Slash Linux, right? Give me the answer using the absolute path. Instead of relative path, I want to use the absolute path.
/home/Zafar/Linux.
Very good. You got the job. Okay. What we just did was, we did using the absolute path. No matter where you add, you could definitely use the absolute path. So you call it, all these files got copied here. We just used an absolute path to copy the files. And how many files is going to get copied? The moment I do asterisk here in this situation, every file.
Everything.
Everything in Microsoft. Very good. So if I do tree, there you go. So the reason it's showing you is it's alphabetical order. That's why it's showing you on the bottom here. So fax, file 1, file 2, file 3, and X file, all these, and Red Hat are on same level. Okay, all these are on same level. So where did it go? It got copied here, here, and this 5 files got copied. Any questions? I'm going to give a 2-minute pause and then we'll continue. Okay, so let me continue. Now, what I'm going to do is, with a single command, I want to make like multiple directories within a directory, okay? So, what I have here is Microsoft here, right? What I'm going to do is within Microsoft, I'm going to create 2 more directories, but I'm not going to go into Microsoft and create that, okay? So let me clear this. I'm going to do tree again. So what is going to happen now is I'm going to do mkdir -p as in puppy. And then I want to create another directory inside Microsoft, okay? But look where I am right now. I'm still in Zafar. But I'm going to do mkdir -p lower key p as in puppy. Then I'm going to do Microsoft. And then I'm going to do, within Microsoft, I'm going to create something called Windows 10. Okay, and then within Windows 10, I'm going to create something called Windows 7. I'm going to create something called Office. So remember what is the generic term here for P? A command and followed by a hyphen and a P. What does it mean? That means it's a switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the screen actually. Then I'm going to do tree. So I'm going to do mk dir hyphen p as in puppy, Microsoft, and there is no other directory under Microsoft here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Windows 10, and Windows 10 I'm going to do Office. So what is happening here is this is the command. Okay, this is the switch. This is the switch. Okay, so P switch, what it does is, if, and this is the directory we are making here. Windows doesn't exist, Office doesn't exist. Everybody agree with me? Okay, so what is this command going to do is, so Windows doesn't exist and Office doesn't exist. So if Windows exists, it will ignore it and continue on creating Office. Let me get rid of this part here. So if Windows is there, it will skip it and continue on creating Office. If Windows doesn't exist, it will create it and then move on to creating Office. Okay. So I'm going to hit enter. So if I do tree, there you go. So this is Microsoft. Under Microsoft you see Windows. Under Windows you see Office. Okay, so if I bring the command back up, and if I do slash, if I do slash uh, 365, I think there is a product, a Microsoft product called Server, I think. So if I'm going to do now, what is going to happen? It's going to ignore this part and ignore this part. It will continue on creating this part here because Windows and Office is already there. Windows is already there and Office is already there. Then within Office, it will create something called a server. So let's do, let me copy this part here. Okay. So let me clear the screen. If I type tree, there you go. Within Microsoft, it created Windows. Within Windows, it created Office. Within Office, it is now server. If there was any data in there, it would have been still be preserved. Okay. So the server will be created. I'm just gonna put down this part here. Might as well copy everything. Now I have an itch. I want to move all the files from here to server. The command is move, mv. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to split it right here. CP. Guys, if everything is lowercase in here, I'm telling you so many times. If you see something uppercase, just assume it's lowercase. CP command will copy files and folders. Okay, I'll show you later how the folder copying works. Actually, I should show you now. It will copy files and folders from source to destination. I'm gonna hold on move command for now, but let's work on copy command. So I showed you how to copy the files here. Now I'm gonna show you how to copy the folders. I'm gonna give you a 2-minute pause here. Everybody knows, everybody remember how to copy this, right? The copy command. Any questions on this? So now what I'm gonna do is I see Microsoft directory here, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this directory, okay, and put it in Black Hat. So what will happen is it will copy the name of the directory as well as the files here, and it will place it in here. So there will be another directory, Microsoft, that will show up in Black Hat here, okay. So somebody help me with the copy command. CP, what am I copying? Microsoft, right? Okay. I don't need to give, I'm not copying the specific file, so I don't have to tell you that. And then I want to copy it to Black Hat. What is the absolute path for Black Hat? Anybody? Hold on, let me give you
/home.
Okay, yeah, you are on the right path. CP Microsoft /home /Zafar, right?
Yes, /Zafar /Microsoft
No,
/Windows 10
no,
/Office /server.
no, I'm copying from here to here, Black Hat. I'm not copying to server. I mentioned
Linux
earlier, actually. Yeah, go ahead. Very good. Linux
/Red Hat /Black Hat.
Black Hat. Very good. But with the directory, what you have to do is, after CP command, you have to add a switch -RF. RF. What it means is, it means recursively means everything. Recursively means everything inside the directory, and sometimes you have to do F also. F means force. Okay.
So when you're moving the files, you don't have to use RF?
You don't have to use RF. Very good. So when you're saying this here, RF, that means copy the directory and the entire content of the directory. Recursively force.
And if we don't use the RF command, it's not going to copy?
It might not copy everything in there. So let's try both of them. So this is the command. Okay, and this part is the switch. Okay, so R stands for recursive. and S stands for force. And this part is a source. This is source. And this is the destination.
So after Microsoft, you have to put forward slash because in
No,
the
you don't.
yeah,
No need.
before you didn't do that.
Yeah, no need for forward slash. The forwards, when you do the tab key, the forward slash is presented when you are when you partially copy the when you partially type the directory name and tab key. That means it gives you the forward slash. That means it successfully matched what you're trying to copy. And where I'm copying this file. I'm copying this entire directory. I'm copying this to red hat, black hat, I'm sorry. Copy. Okay. So let me hit enter. And all of a sudden, you should see the directory in here, black hat, or Microsoft in there, along with everything else. Everything else means it's going to copy all the folders that comes with it too. Okay. So let's do tree. Here. So there you go. This part is in here also. So here -r means recursive and force -f. You could do only -r and you could do only -f. Doesn't matter. Or you do both. Generally speaking, you should do both because what it does is going to preserve all the permissions and all that. We'll talk about that a little later. but you should generally follow this cp-rf Microsoft, and you copy it to the faraway directory here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see here. So what I'll do is let me present the directory structure. So I'm going to end in about 10 minutes here, but I'm not going to type any commands. What I'll do is I'll just show you what we did so far here. Okay. So far what we had here is so we started from the top here. Okay, and let me see, the text is there. Okay, so far we have a slash. What the? So everybody knows this is a slash, right? I'm going to put it in the box. This is called root. There is nothing you could do about it. It comes with the system. Under root, there is something called slash home. Okay, and this is called a users directory. I didn't mention this earlier, but this is the users directory. Under here, I have slash Zafar, right? I have slash home slash Zafar. So this is the user Zafar directory. Who is the user? This time the user is specific now, Zafar. Okay. So underneath, what I did today was we had two directories now. We have two directories in there. One is Microsoft, and another one is Linux. Okay, this is created by me. The system didn't create it. I created this. Okay, so what is the address for Microsoft now? You have everything so far. It's carrying over. /home /Zafar /Microsoft. What is the directory for Linux? Somebody help me with this. /home
Slash Zafar
yeah,
slash
Linux.
Linux.
Very good. Okay. Now underneath that, what I did was earlier, before we copy anything, I created files in there. Okay. So let's see, there are files in there. So there is file 1, file 2, file 3. File 1, file 2. All these are in same level, okay? They are, it's not like I'm writing right underneath, but they are in same level. File 1, file 2, file 3. And then I have xfax 2, and then what else I have is fax 1. Okay, and in the same level, I have something called Windows 10. Okay, this is the directory now. All the directories are in the boxes. Under Windows 10, I have something called Office. Under Office, I have something called a server. Can somebody help me? What would be the absolute path for server? It's starting from here. Okay.
Home /Microsoft /server.
Yeah, very good. Home /Zafar /Microsoft. Okay, /Windows 10. Office server. Okay, see how this is getting complicated here? So the more depth the directory is, the longer the absolute path for this. Okay, so this part is absolute path. Okay, so then what we did was, within Linux, I created a folder called Red Hat, Black Hat. Black Hat. Okay, so can somebody help me with the full path for Black Hat? Absolute path?
/home /Zafar slash Linux slash Red Hat slash Black Hat.
Very good. Now what I did now is in here, boom, I copied all this in here. Microsoft. Okay, I did copy. So on top of this, the whole directory structure got copied here, okay? So I'm just going to do the directories here. So we have Microsoft, then what do we have underneath? Windows 10, Office, and Server, right? Now somebody help me with the absolute path for server here. The one on the right side here. What would be the absolute path?
Home.
Okay.
/Zafar. /Microsoft. /Windows. /Office.
No. I'm asking for this. So you follow from the top. Home/Zafar, then you are on the right side now.
Slash Linux slash Red Hat slash
Very good.
Black Hat
You got it.
slash Microsoft slash Windows 10 slash Office slash Server.
Okay. And then I'm going to continue on the bottom here. So slash Microsoft. Then Windows 10. Office. Then Server. Okay, you see the difference here. This is something else and this is something else. It's totally different directory. All you have to do here is just master this and how this is working and all that. Then it will be very, very beneficial for you. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in in fact, let me do it now. Okay, It's not a rocket science, believe me. It's very, very easy. It's just follow the path tree. The ones in the boxes are directories here. So all you have to do is add a slash to it. Look at the directory, add a slash. So slash starts from the home, root, home, Zafar, and all this here. This one branch is another branch here. Okay. All right. I think it's enough for today. We'll catch up again tomorrow, and then as soon as I'm done, I'll put this on YouTube and then put it on the website. Okay, so from now until tomorrow, don't worry about practice anything. Just do the practice during weekdays. Weekends, just to follow this through. I think you spend 3 hours already. That's enough, more than enough for today. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. And then I want everybody to see your questions so that they could reply. If nobody replies, then I will reply. Okay, so we're going to end for today here, and we'll catch up tomorrow. And everybody have a great day. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sure.